So I'm down here in the busy streets of New York right now. I just wanted to log into the podcast really quick, tap into the podcast because it hasn't, it's been a long time. But, I want to take this time out to thank God, to thank the Lord for my many blessings that I do have. And I think the rest of the world should do that as well. We forget the things that we have. We get so busy looking at what everyone else in the world has, or what people who, it seems like they're further than you may have, but you don't even realize what's on your plate. You don't even realize how much the Lord then blessed you, how much He put on your plate for you to eat. And one thing I can say for a fact is that I'm good. I am good. Listen, I used to pray for the things that I have now. I used to pray for moments like this, just for the Lord to just open up the door for me to get to the next step, the next level, and always praying just for clarity, so I can be able to see when the road gets a little bit too dark. And right on time, like always, the Lord provides. So, yeah, I just want to take this time out to thank God and just allow my stream of consciousness to flow. It's been a while since I did something like this, but I'm just going to allow my stream of consciousness to flow because I'm at a place now in my walk and my journey where I realize that all of my thoughts is not only content, but it's valuable. I have like $1 million and $1 billion thoughts and ideas and things of that nature. So, why am I holding all of this to myself? I mean, I can't share it with everybody, but for the most part, I don't know. I've just been through my training seasons, and those seasons that just shape and mold you into who you're meant to be. So now I have the experience of I don't give a fuck. Yo, listen. I have the experience of I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language if there's any children around. But now, I just don't care. I feel so much more free now that I don't have these connections and these attachments to me that just wanted to bring me down or wanted to see me, locked away and thrown away in some fucking jail. I don't have that on my back anymore. So now, I'm as free as I want to be. And as an American citizen, I'm going to always say this. I'm going to always stress this point being right here, that I have the freedom of speech, the First Amendment right, which is in my First Amendment right. So with that being said, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to say. You understand? I'm going to say whatever I want to say. And I don't want to hear no BS about it. Because it's in our First Amendment right. You got all these other musicians and artists that made so much music about death and being a stripper and just degenerate culture, just promoting that. And somehow these politicians still back, support, and endorse them. Open doors for them and everything. Give them keys to the city and all of that. So don't say nothing about me when I screw up every now and then. Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be hypocritical. Once again, it's going to be our country. What do you call it? Our country. Damn, what is that word called? Contradicting itself again. So I just don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of that shit, you know? You're not going to make me out to be the bad guy, but then you got thousands of other people that you got thousands of other people that does the same thing as me. They don't go through the same BS that I got to deal with, you know? So, that's that, you know what I'm saying? But from now on, you know, we're going to turn everything into content because my whole life, my whole existence is content, essentially. You know what I'm saying? I can catch anything on camera.
I'll call you.
Anything on camera I could catch. I could film anything. Film me dancing, I could film the streets, I could film anything, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. It's the Ant Marquise podcast. You already know what it is. I'm back and we live in full effect and I'm out.